Hello Internet, welcome back to our Ripple shader. I wanted to do something really quick and just animate this so that we can kind of get a feel of what this is going to look like once we actually get this working better. The checkers were actually showing up and that was kind of bothering me. But anyway, what I want to get this to do is just animate a single ripple across this. So we just need to animate this ripple distance so that it starts here and just kind of goes and then just repeats that over and over. I think that it should be a really easy effect and it should be pretty simple. We can just do a really simple C# script to do this. So I'm hoping as soon as I stop rambling that this goes real quick. So ripple repeater, we'll go with that. And so what I'm going for is just something really basic that's just going to allow us to animate that ripple distance and then just repeat it. So we should be able to use a mod to do the repeat, which should just cause it to wrap around after it gets to a certain value. Right? I think that's how that's going to work. Yeah, we'll see. If it doesn't, then oops. But so what I'm planning on doing, we have the time. The Unity will give us a time. If we take the mod of that with a float, go away. We take the mod of that time with some float value, we should get the remainder of that, which effectively it's going to give us repeating. It's going to create a bound and just repeat over that boundary. So what I'm thinking is public float maximum value, public float speed. And then what we can do is just have a float distance equals our time.time. So this is just going to be the total time the scene has been running times the speed. So we're just going to increment that and then take the mod of the maximum value. So I don't know if you can mod a float, but we're going to try. We're going to try real hard. And so what I'm hoping it will happen is this will just increment up to, say, if maximum value is 5, it will get up to 5. And then once it goes over there, the remainder then drops back down to 0. And so it just goes back up again. So this should just be an infinite loop. So we need a reference to a material now. This is sort of a hacky way to do this. We actually could have animated this inside of our shader. I don't want to do that yet, just because we're going to be changing the shader, I think, mostly to allow for like multiple ripples and things like that. So I don't want to put this code in the shader. I kind of want to keep them separate so that we don't need to change our shader to make this work. So our shader stays as simple as it is, and we don't need anything extra. So Material.SetFloat of our, I'm going to, if I remember the name, ripple distance, and we'll just pass in the distance. That should be it. We should be done, I think. I can delete start. So we do need to actually assign the material, otherwise this isn't going to work. But other than that, I think we're good. So let's see what happens. I'm actually gonna disable this light. Will that work? Maybe not. We don't have any emissive shaders, so that might not work, but we're gonna try it anyway. We're gonna put the ripple repeater on there, assign our material, give it a speed of like 1, and a maximum value of, I don't know, 10. This will be really slow. If this actually works, it's going to take 10 seconds for it to repeat, but we'll see. Yeah, pretty sure that's not doing anything. Doesn't look like it's moving. It doesn't look like it's actually assigning it. Oh, that's why. I had the light disabled, so obviously it's not going to work. So this should be repeating. There it is. Just really slowly. So we can increase the speed to something better, like 5. And now we get this, or 10, and it just keeps going. And so you kind of get this idea. It's sort of, at this point, it looks sort of like a radar, I guess. I don't know, some future radar thing, or some like sonar ping or pulse. Sort of what we're going for. So I think that's pretty much it. There's not too much more we really need to do. The one thing that I was noticing, if I turn this light off, everything gets really dim. What I kind of want to do, since we're here, is update this so the emission is equal to the albedo. That's not what I want. Is it? Yeah. Ring strength is equal to the albedo. This will just project the color a little bit brighter. So you get this really pronounced glow. That kind of glow. We can kind of tweak that a little bit more just to kind of get something a little bit nicer. Bring this down a little bit. And there you go. I think that's a pretty good effect. And then it's animated. So there you go. Now we just need to actually make this do a little bit of other things. But I just kind of wanted to throw this together and get this done so we can kind of see what it looks like in motion without having to manually animate it. Just a pretty handy little trick to do. So yeah, that's it for this video. If there's any other suggestions you guys have or feedback you have for me, let me know. That's what helps improve the channel. So if you want to see things better or different or whatever, that's the way to do it. But yeah, until next time, see you, Internet.